Shalom. Giving all praise to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakutash, Barak the Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakutash, Barak the Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakutash, Barak the Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakutash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who have taught us this truth that we are hearing, learning, and reciting today. This is going to be entitled We Are in Captivity, which has been ultimately inspired. Well, everything we do, is inspired by the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. But it was this topic specifically has been, brought to my mind by a situation that I had last night. Just real quick, gonna brief over it. Me and my brother, my blood brother, he's not in the truth. We were coming back from the gym. He needed to stop at Target because he specifically wanted to get things for Valentine's Day, which is today, for his girl. So I was like, yeah, I'll come with you, And while, we're walking around the store, Target, there's these two young minors. They probably look like 16 years old, maybe. They were all around the store. At one point they were running around. Basically the whole time that I've seen them in, they were being super, super, super loud and obnoxious. And as we were looking for items, we were walking down and we look in the aisle. Oh, is this what we need? Is this what we need? And we walking back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I'm just following my brother while he looked. And to sum it up, they were in the aisles that, we were, going in. And it came to like we walk in the aisle, we make a little eye contact and move around. Like, damn, like these bitches, they in every aisle that we need to be in. Or every aisle we look down, they in. That's how them bitches wasn't in there buying shit. They just run around. Who knows what the fuck they were doing. And we look down the aisle. This would be like the third time we seen him. And this nigga bitch, bro, I mind you, like this skinny, young, loudmouth, black bitch. She had a purple bonnet on, and she gets to hollering at the top of her lungs in the middle of Target. Basically, oh, y'all grown ass men, y'all keep looking at us. What the fuck? We minors. What the fuck? Making a huge scene. Right? It was the demons controlling them. And my brother instantly, go to turn around because my brother, he a little hothead. He's gonna scream at them little bitches right back and make a bigger scene. But I just told him let's walk because these bitches are obviously loony. These bitches are obviously not fully there in the brain. I was like, man, let's just walk off. These bitches are ugly and nasty anyway. Like they had pajamas on. They had like a Spider-Man blankie in the public, bonnet on, ugly, young. So I was like, yeah, nah, we're not finna entertain them demons. So we finna move around. And that's what we did. But then they come, they run around the store and they come and they see us and she gonna start screaming, ah, get away from me, ah. And then my brother was like, man, he was like, y'all know motherfuckers go to jail for that shit. And then I was like, man, call your fucking daddy. Where the fuck your daddy at? And I was like, yeah, because I know y'all ain't got none. Because if y'all would have a daddy, y'all wouldn't be acting like that. And I say all that to say, to the point. I mean, I could say a lot of things, but we are in captivity, right? And I have a couple videos queued up. Lord willing, I'll get to the point. Slack you for the little bit of a long, intro, but that's the basis of why I wanted to make this video through the Spirit, because here it is: men get harassed, sexually harassed, and uh nobody cares about it. Men work jobs, we work hard. We go into the gym. We dealing with life. Me specifically, pursuing Yahabashim Shai, but you go to the store, you don't know what might happen, because these little nigga bitches, like 16, trying to hashtag me too. Yeah, they was looking at me. I felt scared. Woo woo. Who knows, man? And this the average woman, man. These the woman that you deal with, man, on a one-on-one type of basis. And if she wanted to, she could pin a case on you, just because pussy is power here in America. Sexual liberation is promoted on a heavenly level. And then what, man? Men are just left to sit in fucking jail for 20 years just because they try to go to a fucking Target, while this bitch just out here just jumping on rod to rod, not making no difference in the world, just making the world worse. The scripture says, the wicked shall wax worse and worse, and they shall also lead, the blind shall follow the blind, and they shall lead themselves in a ditch. And so things are just going to get worse, right? Actually, I was planning on playing this video, but no, we're not going to play this one first. We're going to play this one first. Hey, Con. This is his YouTube channel is called The Saint. This video is entitled Female Sexual Liberation and Evils of Polyamory. I don't own the video, nor am I making any money from this video. Fair use, fair use, fair use. And that is for all the videos I'll be showing in this YouTube. I don't own any of them, and I'm not making no money from any of it.
Sexual liberation. Now let's think historically, this term liberation. Usually when we hear the term liberation, we're thinking of movements. When we hear the term liberation, we're thinking of political movements. We're thinking of people who have been oppressed and held down. When people want to be liberated, well, generally speaking, we're talking about people who may have been experiencing de jure or de facto segregation, people who might not have had the right to vote. When we're thinking about liberation, we're thinking about people who might have been in enslavement or in apartheid. They're being held down. They need to be liberated, lifted up. Liberation. We think about things like civil rights. Now, how in the world have we gone from civil rights to sexual rights? Women's sexual liberation. Well, number one, do they need to be liberated? Because I don't believe there have ever been any laws on the book limiting the ability of the female to be promiscuous or do whatever she gonna do. Oh, they've been doing it for centuries. Oh, the problem, and this is a problem that has been ordained to be a problem, God would have it, or biology would have it, that when a man is promiscuous, it's not a major issue, because when you unload that semen into that woman, she could only be pregnant by one man. And it's you if she's a good girl.
Okay, let's be honest. New Year's resolutions can feel...
So a man having multiple sexual partners, I'm not recommending male promiscuity, but a male having multiple sexual problems isn't really an issue, because you're going to know who the father of the child is. If you're polygynous, which is to say a man with multiple wives, you all know.
And that's by nature biblically, if you understand the scriptures, um, that is correct for a man. A man is by nature polygamous, or I don't know if that's the right term, but yeah, a man is by nature supposed to have more than one woman because he is designed that way, mentally and physically and spiritually.
Know who the father is. But if you have a woman with multiple husbands, as they would call it, this is not a real thing. This has never occurred anywhere on the planet Earth. But if you had a slore with multiple sex partners engaging in sexcapades, utilizing her holosophy to win in the Olympics, if she's doing that, hopping from dick to dick with a pogo stick, if she's doing that, she won't even know who the baby daddy is. That's sick and disgusting. In fact, that should probably be illegal. And what's she gonna do? She gonna try to fleece the guy who's the wealthiest for the money, right? So I say all that to say, number one, when a female is sexually liberated, now she's engaging in evil because she's sleeping with a bunch of men, which is filthy. Number one, and then number two, she's not even gonna know who the father of her child is. Call Maury. And then number three, the worst thing about it is the sexual liberation phraseology is quite errant. You see, number one, liberation is for those who have been held down, generally by law. No one's been held down in terms of women. So what they're actually seeking is not changes in law, but rather they're seeking changes in culture. They're seeking acceptance. They want you to accept their filthy ways. So the sexual liberation movement is for you to accept their filthy ways. Not only that, it is so you accept various forms of sexual deviance. Yes, because women have been free to have sex. Now they want to have weird sex, right? Now they want to have inordinate amounts of sex. Now they want to have irresponsible sex. So let's be clear. When we're talking about female sexual liberation, this is not something that's sought by the average woman in the society. The average woman in the society is mostly monogamous. She mostly wants security, which you won't get when you're sleeping with a bunch of guys, because we all know that a male is going to value you less when you've been passed around the block. And truth be told, if a woman is wise, she knows that a female's value, especially as she's aging, is questionable. Questionable. At some point, they can't have children. Yeah, stop having children. Oh, at some point, they started having menopause. It's hot as hell outside. I'm cold. It's cold as hell outside. I'm hot. Yeah, menopause. Their biology is changing. The chemistry is changing. And they're becoming less pleasant, becoming less attractive. And let's be honest, as a man, we're comfortable being fat, stupid, and ugly. Yeah, when I was out and about in Vegas, I'm never thinking, oh, I wish I had hair. Nah, I literally don't care. Not at all. And if a woman says something about, baby, give me your hand, rub my head. You ever been with a bald head, man? I'm the bald head lover. I don't care. Why should we? I'm a man. My primary value is not based on my attractiveness or my sexual value on the marketplace, because truth be told, most females don't orgasm when they lay down with a man. And a woman who actually has a heart and a soul and some good upbringing, she's not looking for the orgasm when she lays down with a man. She is looking for the connection, the experience of something that approximates love, something that brings her a feeling of closeness. That's what a female, a mentally healthy female, is looking for. But a slore, a harlot, one who is sexually focused on the very specific experience of female orgasm, that is the one who is looking for the sexual gratification, which, truth be told, it was wired such that sexual intercourse is not something that's going to regularly provide for the female orgasm. You see, many females have to orgasm from clitoral stimulation. The clitoris is an external thing. The male phallus goes into the vagina, which is to say that the way our bodies are actually designed to connect together is not for female orgasm, but rather for male orgasm. And the male orgasm happens on time, sometimes early, every time. And it is something that creates life. It's a life-creating process. Now, here's the funny thing. You sometimes hear lies that the woman, is the key to the woman holds life. And she carries the life, but you inject the life into her. You dig? If you look at the female body and you look at the male body, there's nothing alive in her, in her nether regions. There's nothing alive there till you plant the seed. The seed is with us, huh? And while we talking about it, let's be real. A woman ain't even a whole unless she got a man, you dig? Because we have an external phallus, huh? Hanging and swinging. The female has a cavernous nether regions, which has an emptiness that is filled by the man when he provides it, huh? Yeah, so we walking around whole. When they want to talk about independent, it's the man that's independent. It's you who have a gap in between your legs, which needs to be filled, huh? Talk to me, all facts, huh? Now, the female wants to be sexually liberated, not realizing if she engages in this sexual liberation behavior, eventually she will find herself broke, lonely, and depressed. I repeat, broke, lonely, and depressed.
What did you discuss with the Holy Father in that final meeting?
See the most astonishing performances of the year in Hands Down.
It's like for the little ads, can't do nothing about it. I got some scriptures to back up what he's saying, and like I said, this is entitled, well, his video from the Saint. This individual's name is Marquette Devon. This is entitled Female Sexual Liberation and Evils of Polyamory. And it is such a heavy topic of these women, and their degenerate behaviors, and you see many different people making podcasts, men and women, videos speaking about red pill community or the manosphere, how to be a man again, all scriptures, right? And people, they think making videos like this is gonna make a change. Well, sure, you might influence some men, or spread a little bit of the of a better message, but ultimately nothing will change, because ultimately this is according to prophecy, right? And Deuteronomy, it has Deuteronomy 28, right? It has the curses that will fall upon the nation of Israel if we did not hearken unto the voice of the Lord, and it has the blessings if we did hearken, right? But we did not, right? And we did not hearken because that's just the Lord. That's just what the Lord wanted, right? And I just looked this up right now, kind of skimming through the curses. It's a lot, but just to be real quick, I did find something. Right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 20. The Lord Yahweh shall send upon thee cursing, vexation, and rebuke in all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do, until thou beest destroyed, until thou perish quickly, because of the wickedness of thy doings, whereby thou hast forsaken me. The Lord Yahweh shall make the pestilence cleave unto thee, until he have consumed thee from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. The Lord Yahweh shall smite thee with a consumption, and with a fever, and with an inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish. Now, we could use it, on this topic, the point of pursue thee until thou perish, and all the things, that's gonna happen or is happening, right? The fevers, the vexation, the cursing, the pursuing us until we are perished and destroyed. And niggas making videos like this is a product of it. I mean, you look outside, look at the modern woman. And it ain't all about the woman, right? We're cursed as a nation, so men and women are going off. Right? We are in captivity, is the point. Let me see, where was I? Babakasha, bear with me. Ooh, I fucking got it. The Wadi Habashmi Al Shai. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So we're put in position to suffer on a very, very massive level, and no man shall come save you. Because ultimately, what did the Lord want? The Lord wanted us to be put in a position to have, us see that there is no other way other than Yahweh Shemi Shai. That's what the Lord wanted. Reading on the 30th verse. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof. So you're gonna get a wife, and another man will lay with her. This is the curses we've been put under. And now in 2025, you go on YouTube, man, and you see a video like this is not rare. Female sexual liberation and evils of polyamory. Because why? Because the Lord cursed you. It's not because Biden, Trump, Kamala Harris, or fucking Silver. No. The Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, controls the right hand and the left hand side of things, right? The wicked side of things and the righteous side of things. We are in captivity, right? Because it's very clear to see, and it can be backed up with the scriptures that all of this, specifically dealing, with the woman, it's all a perfect synergy of all these evil counterparts coming together to promote such a degenerate society, right? And I bet I could look up a picture. I could just look up modern woman and look at the images. That shit's gonna be terrible. I'm gonna just do it. Yeah, Kyle. Man, I gotta show this. Let me see. All right, you see, I looked up black woman. And this is the product of all the evil in the left hand side ruling the earth. This is how the specifically here the black woman, or the so-called black woman, the Judite woman. This is the product of the woman in today's society. Fake hair, fake fucking makeup, barely no clothes on. Look at this one though. Look like she just got done doing 45 in the pen. Just keep looking. No hair, short hair. And you can see it in their face that look at this one. The black woman is nothing more than a sex tool in 2025. Under the wicked rulership, Job 9 and 24, the black, really all women are promoted to be nothing more than a quick fuck. And like some of them be pretty, but she probably ain't grow up with no father. She probably went to high school and got fucked by 4 different niggas. No order, no intelligence, no wisdom. Just nothing but proud and pride. But this has been prophesied. This is in the scriptures that all this will happen. Right? We are in captivity. Right? It's important to note, because Jake trying to live their best life. Man, we are in captivity. And even if you do get the riches, you're still gonna be vexed. You're still gonna be sick. You're still gonna be subject to sickness, illness, and death, imprisonment. Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. A woman shall compass a man. And look what they've done with it. Well, with the little power that they've gotten. They jumped on every single rod possibly. They put the vagina, they put the asshole, butthole, jumping up and down, making it clap, and they put a camera in front and then posted it and tried to make a couple dollars off it. This is the logic of modern woman, the average woman.
Even those females who engage in this kind of promiscuous behavior, they too know that a man who is experienced is revered and regarded. Yes, we like experienced men. A woman who is experienced is looked down upon by both the male and the female. Yeah, that's why historically, especially among religious communities, men go for the woman who has what? Virginity. They even want proof. They check the sheets afterwards. Make sure there's a little bit of blood on there, Make sure it's the real deal. Why? Because they be lying. Shout that Alejandro writes, paying what I owe. Shout out to L Fresh H Sinatra writes, Y304s think they can get what they want, which is monogamy, but guys don't get what they want, which is virginity. Peace to the saints. Bruh, look, it's crazy out here. The sad reality is most females are delusional. Here's reality. Here's them. The two never come together. Yeah, they delusional. In fact, there's a young lady that recently reached out to me. I try to avoid her because she doesn't live on the planet Earth. Nice young lady, has a good heart, but she don't live on the planet Earth. She said to me, I will do what you ask. I said, okay. And mind you, I don't ask too much. I just ask for the basics that a woman should be able to engage in. And then I said, okay, I tell you what, Thursday, you meet me here. This is what we're going to do. And then she says, oh, is it all about blah, blah, blah? I was like, you just told me you want to do what I want to do. And now I told you what I want to do. And now you're complaining. Dip, kick rocks. You have females who they think that there's something that they're not. You ever see a girl that thinks she's a bad beat when she just average? You see a girl, she thinks she thick, but she just fat. You see a girl, she thinks she's obedient, but she disobedient. Oh, it's
time. And what he said is scriptural. I'm gonna get it real quick, Lord willing, if I can find it. This is Galatians 6:3. For if a man think in himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceives himself. Yeah, and just like how he said, and these women be thinking they some baddies, 10 out of 10. What's that one song these bitches be quoting? She a baddie, she knows she a 10. Man, it be obese women singing that shit. 45-year-old woman single singing that shit. It's like, hey, these women, he got reality and he got, what do you say? The fucking delusion. Or no, he got a reality and he got her. They never come together. And that's true. Because why? Actually, I know why, right? Because right here in Deuteronomy 28, I've read, you know, small part of it. But right here, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenedst not unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And this is gonna pursue us until death. And and the only ones that have a chance is the 144,000, right? And the 1/3. But even so, still, we still will have to go through Jacob's trouble, and we still will have to face death to receive it. So we are put in a position of a punishment. And what is the video title? We are in captivity. We are in captivity. These curses will pursue us until we perish. And it's kind of like, how don't you believe that? You look back at your life, and what was significant about your life? You know? And the only thing that was significant about my life is Yahweh Shemi Shai. And then when he woke me up, and then all the things that I've come to through the Spirit, that's true significance. You know? And these things will keep happening until Yahweh Shai comes back. Ooh, damn. That's another scripture. I think that's in Habakkuk or Hosea. Damn. All right, well, damn, I can't find it. It's all right. We're going to keep rolling because we got a lot of videos to play. Already 34 minutes in. We're going to play a little bit more on this and just go to the next video.
It's so common. Man, we got to live in the real world, huh? Yeah, it's a sad thing. We got to live in the real world. And I blame some of these simps out here for adding to these women's delusion. If these women were dealing with me, oh, they'd know exactly where they stand. Because I'm going to keep it a buck with you, love. Yes, we going to keep it all the way real out here. But some of y'all are lying to get the vagina. You lie to get the vagina, and that's why these chicks have an inflated sense of self. Yeah, they delusional because you did it to them. Huh?
No, the Lord did it to them. The Lord did. Sure, niggas is simps and bitches are delusional. But the root, you want to solve a problem, you got to get to the root. And the root, what's that root? It's the curses. And the only way to fight the curses is pursuing Yahweh Hashem Shai, so he might have mercy upon you. But niggas feeling too good in the custom tailored suit though. Hey, but everybody got their own part they got to play in this thing, so it is what it is.
Shout out to Jose. He writes, will feminism ever be defeated or humanity doomed?
Here's the one thing I trust AI to do more than humans. And ironically, it's brand safety. You spend so much time building up your brand.
Will feminism be defeated? Absolutely. The only question is when. When all things will be defeated. That's the problem. You heard me? We used to have the patriarchy popping off. That was defeated. Feminism gonna come around eventually. That will be defeated. The only question is what.
It's like I said at the beginning of the video. Hey, the wicked shall wax worse and worse, and that's why you got to be smooth on who you learn from, because you got niggas like this that think that things are being defeated and there's hope for America. I just seen this nigga wearing an American flag shirt on one of his clips. This nigga is fried. But in this world, this man is deemed as the 1% high value man, and people are interviewing him, and he speaks so well, and he makes things sound so nice, and he speaks with such a like as if the Lord ordained him to be a prophet. That's how he speaks. The prophets of the Lord have been saying this, you know, and he ain't nobody. He's a 2/3. You know, if we talking scripturally, when the missiles come, this individual right here is gonna eat a missile if he doesn't perish in Jacob's trouble. You know, if he survives that, he's certainly gonna receive a missile. All right, let's get through it a little bit.
What will it be replaced by? What will it be replaced by? The LGBTQ, all these things are connected. I mean, understand, we're already getting to work on this. That's why we have basic training this Saturday and Sunday, because feminism is attacking us and it's time to attack back. You dig? And feminism is what adds to all of these things that are wicked in the society, the sexual liberation, the LGBTQ, all these things are connected. I mean, understand this. Think.
Hey, look, that's about it on that video. Next, I got a video from Elder Yasha Wamba. This is Remnant Saved 144. Subscribe and be edified. Beautiful videos all the time. Right, this is part 1, the snare of civil rights, BLM, and the Marxists' agenda. Like I said, fair use, fair use, fair use. I don't own any of it, and I'm not making no money from this. Nah, fuck with my videos. And then this video's hour and 42 minutes. Man, this is a jam-packed video. This is very informative to me. This is the first time I've actually heard of the term Marxism, and I've looked it up, and I'm still pursuing, more information, on that. But I do, understand it on a minor level. That's why this video will be brief, but this video does show how the wicked, on the left-hand side are coming together as a perfect synergy. Like, all these things that are happening are literally working in perfection to create a big source of the left-hand agenda, right? And a synergy is just multiple things that come together to make. I'm gonna just get it. I don't want to be chopping shit up. Synergy, the interaction or cooperation of two or more organizations, substances, or other agents to produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate effects. So, bro, the elites, Klaus Schwab and them, the elite banking families, the government, the low level niggas, the podcast niggas, the feminists, the sexual liberation, the A B C D E F G E D to B to whatever the fuck community, Transformers, all these things, Planned Parenthood, the club, fucking consumption of gluttony, of too much alcohol, too much food. All these things are coming, and they make such a big, heavy, wicked substance. And this is all going to Job 9 and 24. Right? And in Psalms it says, when the wicked ruleth, or it was Psalms or Proverbs. Psalms, I think. When the wicked ruleth, the people mourn. That's why motherfuckers are sad. Motherfuckers is depressed. Motherfuckers is going to the doctor because they're depressed. Bro, life is not supposed to be like that. Right? But anyways, we're gonna play this video, roll through the spirit.
Martin, black men faces, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, but as we're going to show you, the ideology tied to it was anti-male, pro-LGBT, anti-family, all right, and everything wrong with our people, okay?
The criticism is helpful. I also think that it might, I think of a lot of things. The first thing I think is that we actually do have an ideological frame. Myself and Alicia in particular are trained organizers. We are trained Marxists. We are are trained Marxists, organizers. We are trained Marxists. We are
trained Marxist. Now, the first thing to know about Karl Marx is that he's 100% JEW. He's a small hat, okay? So he is your enemy, right?
And that goes back to what I literally just said before I played this video. All these different things on the left-hand side are all coming together, and they all perfectly play right into each other, like perfect. Right? They're using Marxism to further, implement their agenda. And where do they get that shit from? From a JOO, right? Your fucking enemy, right? As an Israelite, they are your fucking enemy because they're not the right ones. They're the fake ones. Them gutter rats.
You can look that up. His father changed his name. As you can see here, his father's original name was Herschel Louis, which Louis is a known Jewish name, but he changed it. And this is what a lot of these devils do. They change their names to wiggle around and, fit themselves into particular positions. He said he did it to escape anti-Semitism. All right, but we know that these devils are always up to no good. And it's very interesting that it's these small hats that are always at the forefront, all right, of this wine, all right, that has spread and infected our people. The cancer, all right, the root of our cancer is that we've eaten the fruit of the serpent. Okay, and when you deal with, his ideologies, all right, let's get in an example, his theory on family, all right, and then we'll show you in contrast with BLM. Okay, just to give you an idea of what he was going into. Marx believed that the nuclear family structure reinforced patriarchal power and gender inequalities. Okay. He believed that family was a place where children were taught the values, behaviors needed to support capitalism, which his ideology came about at a time of the Industrial Revolution, you know, where capitalism was the end thing, you know, the elites, you know, a small group of, you know, people owning all of the corporations, you know, employing the slaves, you know, giving them low wages, yada, yada, yada. All right. And his philosophy was a counter to, you know, capitalism. But that's a whole nother lesson for a whole nother time. It says he believed that the family was a capitalist institution that helped to maintain capitalism and the class structure. And also, one thing to know is that Marxism was at the forefront of where women's liberation came from. All right. You can look these things up, but I'm just going to tap into this real quick to show you this. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. He believed that the family, all right, this is what they were into, was not women's natural sphere, but rather the source of women's oppression. Okay, so the whole ideal that, you know, being a mother, you know, being a wife is oppression, that mindset is in our women's minds. But all right, the root of it goes back to a small hat. All right, and they get their ideals and ideologies going back to the Greco-Roman, you know, system as well. But really, it's from Satan. Okay, but this is an article showing you that how Marx and this guy Friedrich Engels fought for women's liberation. You see what I'm saying? And when you look at the agenda of Black Lives Matter, just to give you an example, and then we'll eventually get into Martin Luther King. All right. This was on their mission statement, which this is a, you know, a division of civil rights. Okay. This is an example of how civil rights, you know, on an outward appearance looks as if it's for, you know, our people. But when you really get into it and what it leads to, you wish you never touched it. Now, this is a video I did some time ago, and I'm just going to, you know, go through this, but this was on their website, Black Lives Matter. But again, if you look this up now, this mission statement isn't there. Okay, but when you read it, it says 4 years ago, what is now known as Black Lives Matter Global Network began to organize. It started out as a chapter-based, member-led organization whose mission was to build local power and to intervene when violence was inflicted on black communities by the state and vigilantes. Okay, but as you keep going, okay, you know, it brings up Trayvon Martin, you know, George Zimmerman, you know, George Floyd. Those were the faces. You know, black men were the faces in which they were able to, you know, invoke emotions and play on your emotions. But when you get into it, all right. Okay, let's back it up just a little bit. See if we can get it. All right. We make space for transgender brothers and sisters to participate and lead. Now, where the hell did that come from? This is a part of Marxism. We'll show you. We are self-reflective and do the work required to dismantle cisgendered privilege and uplift black trans folk, especially black trans women, who continue to be disproportionately impacted by trans antagonist and violence. And you notice the Democratic Party played on these ideals as well, because what you're going to learn is that the Democratic Party was hijacked by communists. All right, which,
You know, and back to see what, you know, what it says right here. Who continue to be disproportionately impacted by trans antagonistic violence. And, you know, I thought that popped in my head is just that, like, going back to, you know, what I started the video with them two young, destructive young women, you know, that harassed, you know, me and my brother, you know, try to, you know, make it seem as if we was trying to, you know, get on that with them. It's just that they promote things like this where, oh, we makes fucking space for transformers, brothers and sisters to participate and be leaders. And then you got these young folk growing up, you know, in school, and, you know, and over time it's just more and more and more rainbow friendly, right? But the scripture says a little bit of leaven leaveneth up the whole lump. See, and this is why they promote things like that, because if a simple one thing like this, right? If you normalize this on a strong level, this will poison the fuck out of your children, right? Because then when we come with the scriptures, it's the total opposite. Oh, because those people are supposed to be put to death. So now who looks like the enemy? The guy that's reading his book on the side of the street talking about these people need to be put to death, or the whole world that's pushing and normalizing these things and acting like everything's okay, but really it's destroying them, right? But the guy on the side of the street reading them scriptures gonna look like the real enemy. And so they do these things. They know what the fuck they're doing. And I know there's a video. Damn, this is such a good fucking video Elder Yashwama put. I'm gonna try to find the one I'm talking about real quick. Okay, Khan. It might be in this same video that I'm showing you from Elder Yashwamba, or it might be in this one from Apostle Ramla. It might be from this one, Apostle Ramla. Khan. All right. Let me see. We're gonna play a little bit more.
Have Marxist ideologies. Okay, and we're going to show you what Marxist ideology is really rooted in and give you a roundabout. All right, of course, you're going to have to do your own research if you want to fully understand it, but I'm just going to give you the basics so that you can kind of understand what the hell is going on, you know, because a lot of these things kind of go over my head sometimes, and I'm sure they sometimes go over your head. What is Marxism? What are they talking?
Khan. You know, and that's what I said at the beginning. Hey, I know on a minor level, you know, Elder Yashwamba is the one to introduce me to even the term Marxism, right? Something that we gotta go into and study still, right? But right here, I just read, we build a space that affirms Black women and is free from sexism and misogyny and environments in which men are censored. So when Elder Yashwamba said that it's anti-male, that's true, because misogyny, where's the misandry at, right? The hatred for men, and then they try to frown down upon a misogyny. Really, misogyny, it's not that bad. It's really not bad at all, right? Because Elder Apostle Tahar, he made a video about a man in his purest form is a misogynist. Why? Because We don't make women to what more than they are. Women are just women. But no, and that's the spirit too. Because today is what? Valentine's Day. And where the niggas go broke trying to press some regular, degular ass bitch. Nah, but man, what about the misandry? What about what happened last night to me and my brother? They try to put a case on us, and then we could have went to jail. Because, it's because they felt like it. Then they go ahead and, complain about Sims, but look at this fucking society. It's warping these niggas' brains.
Talking about, he's a devil, but well, one of my new my yea, hath God said ye shall not eat of every.
You know what? Right here, and then LD Ashwamba's video, this guy right here, he breaks this shit down very good. But it's already about 56 minutes, so I'm gonna try to hurry it up. I'm just really trying to find this one.
You got complete chaos.
Oh, it's right here.
Control of themselves in ecstasy, man. And sex is powerful. And when there's no order in it, man, all right, people really get caught up into some craziness, man. Okay, half of the people that we see and come in contact with, it shouldn't be anything past high, or sometimes you shouldn't even say that, but you stop, you speak to these people, and then they become a part of your life, and then it ends up being a sexual union that shouldn't have been, and it's total depravity, it's total chaos. It's a system of failure, and the black churches ain't helping you. All of the tribes are suffering, but at the forefront of it is Judah. Okay, even Benjamin and Levi have a little bit more family structure than Judah, but as the head rots, okay, the whole head is sick. The whole family rots. People who worship them lose control of themselves in ecstasy. Like Neely Fuller likes to talk about sexual confusion, all right? Which that's a big part of what has you confused. And once you're confused about sex, then everything else is easy to just lead you into, all manner of idol worship, confusion, and Satanism. Once a person is confused about sex, okay, the rest is history. Okay? People who worship them lose control of themselves in ecstasy or pass off lies as prophecies. See if I can look up Neely Fuller, sexual confusion.
And Slocky, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna let this video play. I'm gonna be right back.
Give me 1 second here. Yep, this is Neely Fuller, sexual confusion, which he just passed away recently. I learned some things from this elder. He passed away. He wasn't preaching the truth, but he did give understanding of the system of Edomite supremacy, things that we can link with the scriptures.
Well, one way to confuse people is a very simple formula, and that is you demasculinize males and you defeminize females, and you have them switch roles. You take the females and make them masculine, and take the males and make them feminine, and you got mass confusion right there, big time. You got complete chaos, and it's almost like a huge joke, and it's happening right before your eyes. But people don't know the significance of that. They say that, well, this is just another form of doing whatever. They don't understand that this is a major form of causing confusion and disaster. You already have males, and you already have females. Why do you need to switch roles when you already have a male person? That's like, you know, you're going to turn a tree into a rock and turn a rock into a tree. You already got trees. You already have rocks. What do you need to switch for? Particularly when the tree doesn't have the features of a rock, or the rock doesn't have the features of a tree.
They're not equal.
And this is exactly what they're doing. They're saying everything is everything. There's no difference between anything when it comes to some things that they designate that there's no difference. And then they play that out. And they almost scream in laughter at how, for the most part, the most intelligent of black people buy into that. And just nod, just like, you know, robots. And say, yes, that makes sense when it makes no sense at all.
Yep, your actors,
That's what they
athletes.
start with, the most intelligent, because that's how you control people. You get, you know, a very articulate black person to say, oh yes, you know, a male is a female.
Yep, and who does Jake deem intelligent? Okay, well, they first used the preachers to, you know, but you know now it's athletes and actors and comedians and, you know, Dwayne Wade, you know, Magic Johnson, you know, Don Cheadle. Okay, Queen Latifah. You know, they're all into it. So hey, why can't we be all into it?
Con, hey, I got right here 2 Thessalonians 2 and okay, yeah, this is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 9, or 2 and 10, 2 and 10. Nah, 2 and 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. And with all and these lying wonders are what? Oh, you could be a man, you could be a woman, you could be a tree, you could be a cat, you could be a rock, as this devil was saying. These are all lying wonders. And then what? Another thing. Elon Musk, the Neuralink. Oh, it's gonna be able to you can be able to think really sharper. If you lost your arm, we could hook up this robotic arm and you're gonna be able to control it from the super cool Neuralink. Or if you are blind, you get to see again. If you can't speak, you get to speak again. And then when you're at the store, you could just wave your hand and then you could walk away. It's gonna be so fast and easy and efficient. It's gonna be amazing. And then you don't even gotta drive no more. Because why? Because when you walk out that store and you just paid with your hand, there's gonna be a car that drives itself and it's gonna take you right back to your little loft in your 15-minute city. You don't even have to leave a 15-minute city. This is gonna be a miracle, and you're gonna get a BUL, basic BUI, a basic universal income, and it's gonna be amazing. These lying wonders that these devils got planned, and it's very, very public. It's very, very known. That's why, and the Lord made it to where it got to a point to where it is going to be so, so, so very known, because that judgment is going to be unavoidable. And if you buying into this shit, man, that's judgment right there, because your ass is being deceived. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they received not the love of the truth. That's right. That they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's right, because you niggas had a pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's why we are in captivity, because the masses of the world, 99.8% of people love unrighteousness. Or I would say just 99%, right? Because it's gonna be the 144 and the 1/3, right? Maybe like 98%. I don't know. The Lord knows.
And if you notice, the mass majority of these Jake's children's are trans now. A lot of these actors, Marlon Wayans, okay, because they're all juiced in and linked in. Tommy Davidson. This is a crazy situation we're in.
That's all. He has nipples on his chest. Yes, I mean, that's a sure thing. You know, that's a guarantee. And say it with great passion. And a female, well, you know, everything's the same. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, you know, you treat everything the same. I mean, you know, why make a difference between, you know, how you address everything? Everything's the same anyway. You know, a lamppost is the same as a wolf. That's the kind of logic that the white supremacists will sit up with their feet on the desk and say, let's run this past black people, because they're so incredibly stupid. Let's see if they'll buy into it. Let's see if they'll buy into the most stupid thing that you can ever come up with.
Damn.
Say it with a straight face and repeat it often enough and see if they'll buy it. Because it usually works. And sure enough, no matter what it is, whether it's drugs, whatever it is, all they do is just repeat it often enough. And the next thing you know, the most learned of black people will start nodding in unison. And the white supremacists say, niggers forever.
Got him.
Wow. So you in fact, you had said several times that you felt like the racist white supremacists were going to have black males in dresses. You had said that many years ago. So
I said that in 1972, and people looked at me and said, no, yeah, you know, there are some black people who are like that, and we know that, you know, cross-dressers and all like that. I mean, it's always been. Say, but that's not going to become the general rule. I said, oh, yeah, you think not? And they said, well, Bull has gone off the deep end. I mean, you know, and so the white supremacists will run that through the computer. Well, yesterday we had 18 classifications of sexuality that we're going to spread among the black people to improve their conditions. And you say, and okay, what's the projection for next year? Well, we got 18 now. Next year, the projection is 52. 52 different types of sexuality to choose from for you black people. And you say, well, why are you doing this, sir? Well, it's going to improve things for you. You black people want to be improved, don't you? All right? Well, get on board with this. Listen to me. All right? You need to diversify your sexuality. I mean, you know, it's something incorrect. Your sexuality is too limited. You talk about some male-female mess. I mean, you know, well, you need to kind of branch out a little bit. I mean, all you ignorant black people all over the world talking about some male-female. I mean, are you crazy? Male with female? Are you crazy? No. Well, sir, out of all due regard, what should a male do? He's got a phallus, and the female has a vagina. Well, I'll tell you what. The white anus is the new black vagina. How about that, boy? Wow, sir, what are you saying? Yeah, that's right. And the holy grail of all sexuality, as always, all you dumb, ignorant black people, the holy grail of all sexuality is what? The white female vagina. Black female vaginas are obsolete, boy. Have you heard? And you say, no, I haven't heard that, sir. Well, you just heard it now from me. And when I speak, that's God talking, right, boy? Yeah, okay. Let's do a little backslapping here. Let's do a little high five.
Yeah, he becomes your God. He tells you what to get mad about. He tells you what's right. He tells you what's wrong. He's led you into a burning house. This is what came with civil rights.
Like that, get on board, all you intellectual black people. We are going to disperse.
Right. This is what came with civil rights. And what popped in my head is that goofy nigga, the Saint in the Center, the first video that I got up there played, and when he was talking about, oh, we accomplished and we got this and we could pursue and we could win. And one of the things he said was civil rights. Nigga, this is what came with civil rights. And niggas be in a $5,000, $10,000 suit in front of the camera with a whole bunch of followers saying some wrong shit. But what was that in Second Thessalonians 2 and 10? You shall believe a strong lie. Why? Because the Lord put that on you. He put such a strong delusion on you niggas that the white man come in your shit. And, are you crazy? Male and female? You ain't her, boy? Dude, oh shit. Damn, he might be onto something.
Sexuality into thousands of different types of sexuality. If we can get you to buy into it, to get you away from what? That black male with that black female, that's what. Because eventually that's what we're going to have to keep doing. We're going to have to make it real uncomfortable for that black female to be around a black male at all and having these little black offspring forever that's making problems for us.
And the man carries the seed. We can lay with any tribe or any nation of women and still bring forth the seed. But the goal, all right, in a perfect situation, you will be with your own first. Okay, you're supposed to, make marriages amongst your own. Okay, the other nations were supposed to be conquered, put off their gods, and if you dealt with them, they would come as concubines. There's an order to the things, you know what I'm saying? But everything's all scattered, everything's all messed up, and our men and women they don't see eye to eye, and it has everything to do with these agendas that have been thrown at you. We just read that when you take on idols, broken marriages, adultery, immorality, moral decay, sexual perversion, lying, passing down lies as truth, no order, no respect for a higher power. You've become godless in being led into this burning house. Okay?
Get to the place we can't govern, so we got to disperse your sexuality where you will trade in all your sexuality for some fancy bling bling around your neck, and you got no phallus at all because I cut it out like I did back in the days when I used to hang you black people up on a tree and castrate you. Now I call it not castration, I call it sexual alteration. You want your sex alterated, boy? You know?
Yeah.
Come on in. I can alter your sex and not only
Even pay for it. They even got programs that pay for it. But let's go back.
That's right, they do pay for it. Because I was at a job site for work, and I was in an all female state prison right here in the state of Illinois, and they got a program where the Pfizer, they pay for the men that say that they're a woman. They pay for the surgery and all the medicine to get that man's rod chopped off, and that surgery alone is about $400,000. So when he said it's basically like hanging a nigga, that's what he do. That's what it is.
Back here in this.
Hey, we are in captivity.
Off, and then we'll get to MLK in part 2.
Hey, I think I went long enough. We are in captivity, man. We are in a society where women are over man, and women can decide if they want to hashtag me to you, put a case on you, frame you. We are in a society where we are subject to payments, where we can't live comfortably. We are in a society where we get fucked with usury all day long. They send us credit card, but knowing damn well Jank ain't even making enough money to pay that debt back off. And this is a debt, and we are in a society where it's ran off your downfall. Fucking one of them is debt. You know, the health, the FDA, Food and Drug Administration, everything is for your downfall. We are in captivity. You know, so just through the spirit, you know, that's just how much stronger we should go, how much sharper we should be, because everything is for our downfall. And we must hang in there, you know, for Yahweh Shem Shai's return. You know, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. I pray that this was edifying. Keep pushing, keep striving. Shalom.